Oh, this actual picture is a little bit cooler. Look, it's giraffes, but if you look closely, it's 3D giraffes. They're popping right out of the boards there. Giraffe sounds. Hello, and welcome to Hello, I Am Clutch, where I am really excited because today I'm going to one of the very few casinos in Las Vegas that I have never been to, the Circus Circus. Now, I've been coming to Las Vegas for probably over 20 years, and this is just one I've never actually taken time to make it to, even though they have free parking. So anyway, what I want to do today is have you come around with me on my first visit. I want to show you all the quirks, all the fun circus stuff, all the things that there is to see. I'm going to show you some of like the activities are, just a little bit of those things, because I actually have a few fuller videos of kind of the main draw for me here. But anyway, we're going to go around the Circus Circus. I think it's going to be a fun time, because if I know one thing about the Circus Circus, whoa, it's intense. So right before we go inside, I do want to take some time to appreciate the Circus Circus Hotel and Casino sign here. It is classic, old school, trying to get you to come into its casino Las Vegas charm. I know at night this would be so much better, but timing did not work for me to be here at night. But it's just, this clown is huge, it's amazing. And again, like I said, it's love that they have free parking. There's also still free Circus Acts here. And then the big draw for me is actually the Adventuredome. Again, I'm gonna have a whole video on that, but I'll stop on by in this one to give you just a little peek in there. But then also, just the facade here. This, again, when lit up, I know is just fantastic. I know they've given this actually a nice sheen of paint recently. Sheen of paint? Coat of paint. Whoa, words are hard. Anyway, so we're gonna go into the casino, just kind of look around, see some of those fun things that are in there, just because there's just, I know a lot of circus theming and things like that. But before we do head into the main casino, we're actually gonna go right over here to the left, just for a moment to peek around. I don't think there's too much in there, but this is called Slots of Fun. And this is kind of a, I think kind of an additional casino area to the actual Circus Circus. So if there's nothing exciting in there to show you, we're jumping right into the main casino. Otherwise, might see you in Slots of Fun. As we get a little closer, at the very least, the outside is wonderful. The casino sign there, the Slots of Fun, the lights, everything. The little flashing LED? Neon beckoning you in. So let's go check it out. So the one main reason I actually wanted to come in here is because this is actually one of the few casinos where you can still actually play with coin slots, not a quarter, but like an actual coin, like a token, basically, to play with the slots. So you can hear all the sounds, the clinking and everything. And that's because you can actually go to these machines here, put in $1 and get actual tokens. So I want to show you that here. So your really sketchy looking token machine. So we got my $1 here. I'm gonna put that in. And watch this, here it comes out. Hey, I won, whoa. Okay, there you go. Look at this thing. Do you see this? Can we get it to focus? There you go. An actual token with Circus Circus on it, and then you can actually use these in the slot machines to play. I think that was worth coming over here alone just to show you that. And if you don't want to play, there's a neat little souvenir for just $1. Okay, that was a fun little place. But now to the main casino. So that's the main entrance over there. But I actually want to come in this side entrance because even though it's blocked partially, it's got an amazing clown facade yet again. And so I'm not really going to show much of the casino in and of itself. I do think there might be one little quirk or two to show you, but it's really showing you the quirks in and around Circus Circus as a whole. So you can see pretty much normal casino when you first walk in. But let's go find some quirks. So here we got a whole map of the place. So you kind of came in from over here, then like there's like the main casino in this area. A lot of food and shops and things over here. That's on the first floor. On the second floor is where the Adventuredome is. I'm gonna show you a little bit of that. I think also that's where the I think the Spongebob Ride is. We'll show you the outside of that as well. And then just gonna kind of walk around and look at some of this fun stuff. So right here in the middle of the casino floor is one of those quirks. It's basically looks like a two-floor carousel. But at the bottom we have a bunch of slots here. Now this I don't think is working right now, but in the past or at times, this whole actual section slowly rotates like a carousel. So if you look at the ground there, you can see how it's separated. It's like the carousel of progress. So I know in the past it has. I don't know when the last time it did, but this whole section you can sit here and constantly just be rotating while you play slot machines. and that is just to me an amazing little quirk of this casino. So in the main casino itself, we basically are on the first floor. We're on the second floor. You can see a bunch of theming and basically the Midway. I'll go up there in a little bit, but there's lots of like this little blemishes, like little flourishes. Like over here, they have some art on the wall to kind of be like all circusy themed and stuff like that. Let's get a little closer to this one over here, since we got like a person dancing on a horse over here, and I think that's kind of fun. But at the top of this whole section, there's actually, that's where the Circus Acts take place. So when I can, I will show you Circus Acts if they're playing while I am here. I mean, look at this one. You got some dancing poodles and a bear. I can't speak. A bear holding a loop for the dog. That's yeah. Got some more fun art here with the big lady with the seals with the 80s hair. And then we got the lady with the polar bears with the 80s hair. And then we got some silly clowns doing some clown things with their 80s hair. Oh, they have my favorite slot machine, waiting for a bank layout to be configured. The game! Oh, this actual picture is a little bit cooler. Look, it's giraffes, but if you look closely, it's 3D giraffes. They're popping right out of the boards there. Giraffe sounds. Oh, we got some more with animals popping out. This one's got a tiger popping out of a flaming hoop. That's fun. This one has a spaceman being shot out of a cannon into space. That is also fun. And then here we have a clown riding an elephant. Not something you see every day, maybe just every other day. So not too much to show in this stretch other than once you walk past the casino, there's a bunch of shops. You can get some tattoos, get some sports memorabilia, and I think going farther, we'll be able to get to a food court as well. In that same hallway, one thing I have heard from many people is that the steakhouse here is actually a really good steakhouse. Of all places, this is a good one apparently. So, just wanted to mention that. I haven't tried it myself, but now you know it might be pretty good. They also have a wedding chapel. Should, you know, the Circus Circus be your ultimate wedding destination, they got you covered. So I think I found where the food is. Oh yeah, basic food court back there. There's an Einstein's, Popeyes, Burger King. Nothing too fancy, but at least across from this way you do have a Krispy Kreme. So that's solid. I wonder where the buffet is. There it is. It's kind of rare to see a buffet in Vegas these days, or it's getting more and more rare, so they have one here as well for you. So just letting you know about the buffet situation. Got this menu here at a place called Big Top Eats, and the reason I gotta show you it is because some of their specials are $7.77. I already ate a piece. I didn't think about filming this before I ate a piece, but I got the 777 special. So I just want to let you know that it is just a half a pizza when you get that. So either way, I still think for $7.77, not a bad deal. Pizza is pretty decent actually. All right, been following the signs all through this place, and it looks like we have to go up. So up it is to the Adventuredome. Not directly, I believe we get up here and then we have to go a little farther, and I must say I do love the theming in here. It looks like, I know it's a circus, but it looks kind of, makes me think of a candy shop a little bit, but it looks like fresh paint. Like it looks well kept, which I know people have said in the past as like Circus Circus, not always the most well kept, but this looks nice. Life's a circus, and then you die. And when you just go right after getting off that escalator, you go just a little bit down a ways. It has a little bit of an inside yet outside feeling, that kind of thing. But anyway, the big thing to show you back here that Circus Circus has is known as the Adventuredome, which is a theme park. Yes, an entire theme park in the Circus Circus. So I'm gonna pop in really quick just to give you a little bit of what that's all about. So here's your operation hours, and this is as of April 2025, for those of you who are watching this, possibly far in the future. So Monday through, it looks like Wednesday, it's noon to 7, Thursday, 10 to 10, Friday, Saturday, 10 to midnight, Sunday, 10 to 9. So open up decent hours, I would say. So if you really want to be here for a long time on Friday or Saturday, you could be here for 14 hours. So something I want to point out with prices before I talk about the actual fee for the actual riding is to walk into the Adventuredome. It is actually completely free, so if you just want to walk around, just check it out, just see what it's like, that is completely free. The one thing is you have to go through over here, and I believe they you either scan your face or a metal detector and just check your bags and everything before they'll allow you inside. And so here's kind of a quick look in the Adventuredome. They got a lot of fun rides here, a big kind of rock canyon thing in the middle. There's actually 2 roller coasters here that are really fun, really cool. Again, I'm not going to show the whole thing here, just want to give you the idea of this is here. It is $60 for an all-you-can-ride pass, just to give you that heads up. But if you do want to see like a full video where I show more of the rides and really give you my thoughts and ideas on that, I will have a whole video linked in the description where you can go and watch that. But I did just want to give you a quick look here because this is one of the other fun pieces of Circus Circus. So yeah, just a quick sneak peek at the Adventuredome there. But I wanted to show you more of walking down this path, because there's definitely one thing I want you to see, because this is one of the biggest reasons I even came to Circus Circus finally. It was basically the Adventuredome and then what's going to be around the corner here. So we have some more just random fun stuff, but the big thing is this in the corner over here. This is Spongebob's Crazy Carnival Ride. This is a one-off dark ride from Sally Dark Rides, who makes a lot of great, wonderful dark rides. The reason I say one-off is because it is not connected to the Adventuredome. So something that I know confuses a lot of people that I did want to point out is that this ride, while very fun and very cool, is a completely separate attraction, completely separate cost. So this is not part of the Adventuredome $60 that I mentioned earlier. So just wanted to let you know that. And just so you see over here, one ride is currently $14 and 2 rides is $21. And if you fall in this wonderful range of height, apparently you get to ride for free. So anyway, that's the quirks of this upper area. And I was excited to show you that we got this dark ride here because if you know me, I'm a humongous lover of dark rides, and getting to finally ride this is great. I actually have a whole video on that you can watch as well. Also link to that below. But yeah, see you at the next quirky thing. You also know it's a very quirky place when you have both a Zoltar and a press penny machine on the same corner. That's only for quirky, ridiculous places. Okay, next quirky thing is I just gotta show you the lobby, because they got these kind of jester things on the top there. You see those guys? And so like, it's both really fun and a tad bit frightening, but wonderful, but insane. Oh, Circus Circus. Always be your unique self. So just walking outside of Circus Circus a little bit on the back side of it, you can see the big towers here where it says Circus Circus on it and that. And here we have the back side of the Adventuredome. Or the front side. It's hard to tell from when you're on the outside. You can't actually see in, which is kind of funny. But there's just so many fun little quirky things out here. It feels very old school with like some of these walls and the way no parking sprayed on it. It's hard to describe, but like something interesting is back there. You can kind of see they have actually a water park here. I think that's an interesting part of the Circus Circus. And then they have this whole thing, which I think might be called Circus Circus Manor. It looks like a really old, cheap hotel. But whatever. I love it. I love it. And then also just in this parking lot across the way, they have just these wonderful pink garbage cans that say Circus Circus on them. It says, I promise, it says Circus, and then it says Circus again, hence Circus Circus. Yep. It's called the Manor, the Circus Circus Manor. The clown doesn't exactly look thrilled to be here either. So here's the operating hours for the Midway with all the fun games and things. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna see what's going on. And I believe I'm actually here at the right time, because this is Circus Circus after all. So I believe there's an actual circus show going on. You can hear it. Can't quite see it. Let's see if we can get a better view. Yeah, look at that. Got an actual kind of vaudeville clown circus thing going on right now. There's like this whole area. It looks like they'll have high wire acts, trapeze artists. There's seating everywhere. There's a lot of people having a good time. The vibe here does not feel like modern Vegas at all, and I am literally here for it. A quick look on the other side of that show, you can see just how much seating there is over on the other side. So that's just, I love that they have this and that it's still completely full. People want to see it. It's a little dark, so a little hard to see, but they have a nice actual schedule of everything here. So I'm here in April of 2025. For reference, in case you're watching this way in the future. So it looks like shows are basically every day on the half hour, starting from about 12:30 till 9:30 on Monday through Thursday, and then 1:30 through 10:30 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, sorry, the lights sometimes make my focus kind of weird here, but like it looks like we got a trapeze people, we have juggling, we have, let's see, the hoop stuff, balance ball, contortionist, hula hoop on a wire, free ladderman, something with hats, there's quite a nice variety of things here. Circus Circus. McGurkus. No other rhymes. So now that it is between shows, I did want to quickly show this, like, the stage a little bit closer up here. It's a pretty big stage. And they got, like, again, this is intense. Anyway, but like they got a big net up there, a lot of seating over there. It's kind of hard to see, but they got a hoop right here. They got one of these fun, like, wheelie things. See the wheelie thing right there? So yeah, a lot of fun, I think, just circus type shows to be had here. I mean, free entertainment. Can't beat that price. And here we have the horse around a carousel bar. It looks like a carousel, it's shaped like a carousel, but unfortunately it does not move like a carousel. But the theming of it is just wonderful. Ooh, that's someone playing one of the balloon games where a balloon popped. That made Clutch jump anyway. It smells good here, but this is just the theming, man, the theming. So honestly, I was looking around the Midway, and I'm gonna show it. I think it's worth seeing. There's a lot of fun stuff here. It's not just arcade games. So just want to say how it works is, I guess you got to buy a Midway card. You get a Midway card at one of these kiosks over here. Once you get the card, you load it with money, and then you can play it at all the games. So like, if you look close here, you saw him just swipe there. I guess you load it up and then you swipe at most of these things, and then you're able to play all the games. So I think I want to do a little bit of walk around of this fun Midway area so you can see what they got. Here we have Circus Downs. I love these games. This is a game I loved a lot as a child, where basically it's a type where you have to roll a ball up into the different holes over there. So you see there's yellow, there's blue, and there's red. It varies a little bit by game, but it then determines how far your horse goes. This was always so much fun. I love that there's different variations of this. It's not always horses. Sometimes I can't even think on top of my head. It can be like anything what it is, but I just like this kind of thing, so definitely have to show it to you. And we have our winner! So here we have Star Darts. Talking about Star Darts. Give me those Star Darts any old day. You basically throw a dart at the star. And then over here we have Touchdown Super Bowl. It looks like you're really just trying to throw a beanbag or something to knock those balls off with the wind. Then you got this classic one over here where it's just, you know, water guns to make your thing go up. And then look what we have over here. Look what's in the distance. Do you see it? So I was just talking about how we really like that horse racing thing and how there's variations. Well, here we have camel chase. So this one is camel themed, so it's people riding. If you look at the way distance there, it's people riding camels. That's different. So as I keep walking around, I'm just enjoying some of the theming, the facades. We got the circus bowl here. Is what it says. It kind of looks like skee ball if you ask me. But then on the other way it says arcade. Let me try to get a better shot of this right back here. Arcade, there you go. That's nice. So it seems like it's a lot more just arcade games. But then once again, I was talking about it, and basically Circus Circus manifested it for me. We now have racing clowns. Racing clowns. So instead of racing horses, we got clowns. Clowns on horses. What a concept. And now here's the second Zoltar I've seen here today. And here we have bushel basket, and I'm just coming to point out because there's actually, I'm not showing everything because there's a bit of a duplication of games. So like here we have Blockbuster. On the other side they have Knock Your Block Off. Same exact game. And then we have Unball, which is just throwing down, getting the milk balls down. They have that game in other places too. So there's a bit of a repeats going on here. They kind of gave up on ideas. Oh, here's one though I really like. I haven't seen a second one of this one yet. This is called Roll Down. Roll Down. I used to play this one at like Chuck E. Cheese and stuff, where I believe the idea is that you can see you're supposed to roll 6 balls, either under 12 or over 29 to try to get a score. And so I definitely remember playing these types of games. It wasn't always exactly that structure, but like it's like you get kind of like a racquetball, if I recall, and then you got to roll it down. And I really like these. I don't know why. It was just fun to try to like get precisely to roll where you needed to go, and that was always just kind of a fun kind of game. So this is one I have not seen in a while, and it was fun to show it to you right now. So you're welcome. So thank you for coming along with me to Circus Circus, where we have these wonderful murals behind where people check in at the lobbies. Anyway, it was so much fun going around here with you. This was the first time I was ever here again, and it was so much fun. I liked that they had, you know, those coin slot machines, that we have the Adventuredome, all those little quirks, the circus vibe, all that stuff is so much fun. This place was a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be, given some of the history and some of the other things that I have heard other people say. So I was very pleasantly surprised with how much fun I had here. Anyway, if you do want to see some of the bigger adventures I did do here that weren't in this video, I know I kind of teased some of them. I went to the Adventuredome and I went to the Spongebob Ride. You can watch that here, and you can watch that here. Maybe I'll see you in one of those, but until then, I will say goodbye. I am still Clutch.